Hi, this is howtofilefordivorce.org, and today we're going to show you how to file for divorce in Kansas. So, getting right into it, first step, you got to download the Kansas divorce papers. Don't worry, this is not a scheme. We give you the Kansas divorce papers for free. All you got to do is just click this link, and you'll be brought to a download. It'll have a little bulleted list of all the forms that are included. And just download the Hush Puppy to your computer and you can move on to the next step. Now, both parties should meet in order to fill out the Marital Settlement Agreement. Now, the Marital Settlement Agreement is the form where you're going to be negotiating all your assets, so if you have cars, property, money in the bank, as well as your debts. If you have a lot of credit card debt, or you got a mortgage on a house that's pretty bad, whatever it may be. Kansas kind of does it backwards, where in a lot of other states they make you do this first, but Kansas wants to know if you both are going to be negotiating nicely. So if you can get through this form and negotiate and come to terms, then the rest of this will be a breeze. So step 3, the spouse that has decided to file for divorce. Now, even if both of you are filing for divorce, one of you kind of has to take the lead in all this. And they'll have to fill out the following forms, sign in front of a public notary. Now, if you don't know what a public notary is, it is just someone that is licensed by the state to witness documents. So you can find one at every branch bank in the United States because a lot of employees at branch banks are notaries so that they can sign mortgage forms. And if you have a checking account with the bank, most of the time they'll do it for free. But if you don't have a checking account, that's fine. You can go to Bank of America or any of the banks. I think Bank of America charges $8.50 the last time I was there. But you have to fill out and have notarized these 4 forms. Now the spouse must file these forms at the county court clerk's office where they reside, and they have to pay the $180 filing fee. So you want to double check on that fee. I know that the fees are always changing, but at the time we did this video, it was $180. Step 4, mail all the required forms via certified mail with return receipt requested to your spouse. Now the return of service form must be filed with the court clerk's office. Now what that really means is when you send all these forms to your spouse via certified mail, you'll get a receipt back that says with their signature on it, and that's called the return of service form. And that little slip that shows that your spouse received all the documents needs to be filed with the court clerk's office. Now while you're there, you want to get a notice of hearing form. This will allow you to make a court hearing date, and so you just fill it out, file it with a copy that you'll have to send to your spouse again via this certified mail and get that return receipt again. And you're going to have to bring that return of receipt back to the clerk's office. And then you both are ready to go to your court hearing date. So step 5, go to your court hearing, bring your divorce decree, which is included in this package, all completed, as well as 3 copies, and file it with the clerk after the judge has signed it. Now you're really just going to if you've agreed on all the forms, you're really just going to your court hearing date just to kind of go through the motions. You don't really have to say anything. The judge might ask you a few questions, but it should be pretty simple if the both of you are in agreement and all these forms have been filed. So the clerk will ask you to complete a certificate of divorce or annulment form, which you can just complete and file it at the time. The clerk will help you out through it if you have any issues. And that's it. Your divorce is complete in the state of Kansas. So the only requirements in Kansas, either party must be a resident for at least 2 months. How long does it take? A minimum of 4 months, but it can take longer if the court system is backed up. That's it. That is how you file for divorce in the state of Kansas.